evening, everybody. We are live from the Song Center here in Lowell, Massachusetts. This is a big honor for both myself, and Nathan Corum. We are about to have a game between the Lowell Red Raiders and the Dracut Middies. Now, big time here. Dracut, 2 games left. They need to win both. Nathan, how does Dracut have to play to win these games?
They just got to get the offense going.
That is definitely true. And we all know this. I think we can say it on 3 too. Stay out of the box. Thank you. They got to stop getting out in the box, because this is the main problem for Dracut so much, and just them staying in the box is costing them these games. So again, Dracut needs they have 2 games left, one against Lowell, and they have another one Wednesday night at 7:50 against the Neshoba Tech, the Vikings, and they need to win both. You can't tie, you can't lose. They need to win both. So we are going to have to, we will be calling the game, and now I'm going to hand it over to Nathan Corum for the starting lineups for both teams.
For the Middies, number 6, Eric Den, number 7, Brian Smith, and number 10, Lee Bourgeois on forward, on defense. Number 20, Troy Turkel, and yes, we've been pronouncing it wrong all year. And number 23, John Grove, with number 31, Pat Carney. Now, both teams are wearing their home uniforms, except Pat Carney, the starting goalie for the Middies, who's wearing Dracut road uniform. For Lowell, number 3, Brendan Broderick, number 4, Kevin Ames, number 5, Will Bazemore, number 7, Casey Sheehy, and number 16, Brendan DeMarco, with number 30, Patrick Coate in net. Let's go to the public address announcer.
Before we begin, we'd like to honor Lowell High School staff member Nick Donahue, who passed away this week in school. Please rise for a moment of silence in his name. Thank you. Over the years in the sport of boys ice hockey, Lowell and Dracut have been each other's biggest rival. As part of the Dracut coaching staff for 24 seasons and class 15 as head coach, Mike Marshall has been behind the bench for nearly 50 games between the Middies and Red Raiders. Coach Marshall will be retiring following the season. Lowell High School would like to thank Coach Marshall for his tremendous contributions to high school hockey. Wish him a happy and healthy retirement. Ladies and gentlemen, please join in congratulating Coach Mike Marshall. And now let's meet the starting lineup for today's game between the Dracut Middies and the Lowell High School Red Raiders. First for the visitors, Dracut High School. Starting in goal, number 31, Captain Pat Carney. Starting on defense, number 23, John Grove. Starting on defense, number 6, Eric Den. Starting at left wing, number 20, Roy Thurman. Starting at center, number 10, Captain Reed Morgan. Starting at right wing, number 7, Assistant Captain Brian Smith. The head coach of the Middies is Mike Marshall. And now for your Red Raiders, starting in goal, number 30, Patrick Coate. Starting on defense, number 3, Brendan Broderick. Starting on defense, number 5, Will Bazemore. Starting at left wing, number 7, Casey Sheehy. Starting at center, number 4, Captain Kevin Ames. Starting at right wing, number 16, Brendan DeMarco. The head coach of the Red Raiders is Brian Occasion. Will everyone please rise and remove their hats for the playing of the national anthem?
will be on play-by-play, and I'll be doing camera. At 7:30 of the second period, we'll be switching off. Zach will be doing camera, and I'll be on play-by-play. Once again, I'm Nathan Cole, and we're going to toss out to Zach Bizzano now for the call.
Yes, and very exciting here as we get to call the game from the home of the UMass Lowell Riverhawks, who are Division I college team. And it is very exciting that we get to play here. They are in the top 10 in the country, and they will be playing here later on against BU as they fell last night in overtime of the final of 2-1. So now, great opportunity here to be calling a game. So now, opening face-off just about underway between the Dracut Middies and the Lowell Red Raiders. Face-off tied up and won by Lowell. Defense will just dump it in as Pat Carney will play it. It is now number 23, John Grove, who's hit, and Lowell's able to keep it in. Little nice chip now to Brian Smith. He looks for a long pass and connects to Reed Bourgeois, but is poked away by number 5, Will Bazemore. Bazemore has it, does a nice little chip up the boards, but does not connect. Slapper that didn't work there, and now comes out to Brian Smith of Dracut. Trying to get to it was Troy Thurkel, and now dumped in by Middies. Lowell trying to get possession in their own zone. Lowell comes up with it as they try and start a rush, but it is chipped up into the Red Raiders bench as both teams will get fresh legs on the ice. Again, Nathan Corum is working the camera tonight as I am doing the play-by-play, and like he said, we will be switching off because this is a big opportunity for both of us, so we both want to enjoy the moment. So now it's the defense of Lowell coming up. It's number 10, Thomas Hassett. He dekes, walks in, shoots it right in the pipe! Now controlling it was Lowell. Around Carney. Lowell lost possession. They spin. Nice hit put on there. But Lowell keeping it in, and Carney will play it. Finally comes out, but Lowell still has control. And here they come. It's number 14 for Lowell. It was Benjamin Aslan who tried to look for a pass but didn't connect. Now it's chipped in. It's number 19, Nate LaPointe for the Middies, trying to start something. It's passed up now to number 2, Ron Patterson, as he crosses center ice and jumps it in. Nice hit there. Jake Callery has it. Try to dish it off to Adam Berger. In front. Jake Callery dekes. Beautiful move, but couldn't get the full shot off. And that puck will skid all the way down. Icing waved off here. It's Kyle McManus, who looks for a long pass that almost connects, but goes off his skate, and now they have control. It was just a little shot there by number 5, Kyle Diaz, but didn't make it all the way to the goaltender. Dracut. Now Lowell. Lowell will take a long shot that is kept in by number 5, Kyle Diaz, but now Lowell will take over. It is number 3, Brandon Broderick. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. They come. They will dump it in, just a little thing, into the glove of Carney, who will play it himself. Number 22 now for Dracut. Alex Fagan has it as he tried to dish it up, but it was taken away by Lowell. Lowell has control. Looks in front for a pass. He finds it. A shot that went wide. Keeping it in his Lowell as they just do a little chip in, and 3 out of the 5 guys will make a change now. Middies getting fresh legs as they dump the puck in. 11:58 to go. Lowell try to get a long pass. Icing is waved off here. And it is now number 23, John Grove, who almost turned it over. And now it is Reed Bourgeois, who lost an edge there, but was able to get it to number 20, Troy Thurkel. Now it's in front, almost a good chance. And now the man, Brian Smith, for the Middies. Nice little chip pass up the board to Bourgeois. It's a 2-on-1 opportunity. Bourgeois tries to go through the legs. He shoots. Backhander that goes into the mid area of Patrick Coate. Nice move there, and it was a tough shot to get off, but Thurkel made it Bourgeois, my apologies, made it happen. Could have maybe had a better shot, but still, to get it on the goaltender, to give him some work, That's always good. So, face-off now between Bourgeois and I believe, yep, it is the other number 10, Thomas Hassett. So, Dracut-Tyngsboro, it is Bourgeois. Bourgeois has control. He has it. He goes up to the point. He finds Smith. Shot score! Brian Smith from the point. And it is 1-0. Dracut. An absolute bomb from Brian Smith that completely beats Patrick Coate. Troy Thurkel was having a nice battle on the boards. He won it, came up to the point, saw Brian Smith was open for that one-timer, and he beat him cleanly.
Number 7, Brian Smith, assisted by number 10, Reed Borges.
So now Lowell won it. It shot into the bench. So I believe the faceoff will go back to center ice, and yes, it is. Good early start for the Middies as they're up 1-0 to 11:02 with 11:02 to go in the first. So now Dracut had control for a little bit there, but Lowell took over. Now it's number 10, Thomas Hassett. He walks across, fires a wrister that went off a blade of a skate. Now it's McManus. Got a nice little pass up to number 9, Adam Berger. And now I believe it is number 12 for the Middies. Nope, sorry, number 2, Ron Patterson. Fires it on Coate, who will take a face-off with 10:41 to go in the first. Both teams will get fresh legs yet again on the ice.
That guy Bourgeois' name.
So the face-off will be at the right side of Coate, as Jake Callery for the Middies will take the face-off, who's been very good on the face-off, as he won that one, but there was nobody to get it, and now Lowell will have it, and they'll do a little dump in by number 7, Casey Sheehy. It's Jake Callery now for the Middies, trying to start a rush. He tried to look for a pass, but it went off a leg or a skate or something of Lowell. It was in front, but no one could put a shot on. So it comes out, and it is now number 22, Alex Fagan, who goes across was Nate Lapointe, who dumps it in. A big hit put on by number 13, Kyle Maxim, as Draco will try and get one, keep it in the zone, but Lowell shot it off the high glass and sky high into the bench of Lowell. So again, both teams getting a change with 10:01 to go in the first period. Your score: Dracut Middies 1, Lowell Red Raiders nothing. Face off at the left of Coate is Reed Bourgeois, and number 10 Thomas Hassett for Lowell, and as Hassett won it, but Bourgeois had got a shot off that was just high of Coate. Oh, a ginormous hit by number 20 of Dracut, Troy Thurkel, who lost his stick on the hit. So now it is number 23, John Grove for Dracut, who got the pass off, but was absolutely lit up by a Lowell defender. That puck was tipped down and it went just wide. Nice move there by none other than Brian Smith. He skates up center ice. Look for Bourgeois. Brian Smith has it. Shot. Nice pad save by Coate. And that puck will sky high, but stays in play. Brian Smith has it at the point. He walks in. Flux. Nice backhand. Oh, went wide. Just wide of the post. In front. Oh, wow. What a chance for Bourgeois. Unbelievable. Scramble in front. Bourgeois had it. He had plenty of open net, but I guess he might have just got taken down. And that puck was taken away by Coate, or the ref just lost sight of the puck. Huge opportunity for Dracut to take a 2-0 lead, but they could not connect.
That play whistle sounds so fake.
So now, tie up, as I believe, yes, Dracut has a quick shot, saved there by Coate. A fire from the blue line. It was McManus. Oh, good chance for McManus, but it did not go all the way through. So now here comes Lowell. They got a 3-on-2 developing, but they will dump it in. Now it's Nate Lapointe trying to keep control. He has it now around Carney. Nice little pass. Here they come. Ooh, almost in a turnover. Lowell fires a wrister into the glove as Pat Carney is actually going to hold on to this one. He looked like he might have wanted to play it, but Lowell defender was coming in, so he said, I'm just going to take the whistle and get fresh legs on the ice. 8:31 to go. I believe Jake Callery will be taking the faceoff for the Middies, and he will. And it's number 4, Kevin Ames for the Lowell Middies. I mean, Lowell Red Raiders. My mistake there. So it is now number 13, Kyle Maxim, who chips it in. No icing here. Lowell trying to keep possession. Now it's Jake Calorie. He holds on, walks, fires it. Oh, it just hit the side of the net. Good chance there for Calorie. Big hit down by the end boards. Jake Calorie almost had a chance, and it's just a little floater on the coat, and he will scramble out to make the glove stop. 8:02 now to go, first period, 1-0 Middies. Lowell will get a change here. Jake Calorie for the face-off now. Ties it up, comes out to Dracut, fires a bomb. Was number 22, Alex Fagan, with a nice bomb, but a good save by Coat. A high pass now, connects, but good work there by number 23, John Grove of the Middies. Grove now pokes it away. Now it's Jake Calorie who chips it up, and he will take over now. Jake Calorie trying to get to it, but he can't, but Drake's able to keep it in the zone, but it now skids out. Nice play there. Lowell will dump it in as Middies will reset. A dump, and this will be an icing, the first icing of the game, which is unusual for the time of the games I've seen playing. There's a lot of icings in the game.
I thought the Dracut-Tyngsboro the Bruins will not play against Minnesota. Undisclosed injury, considered day to day.
Do we know if he will be playing tonight? Did they release it yet? They said they would.
The Bruins just announced that Dracut-Tyngsboro is not playing for them today.
Yeah, they said it was going to be a game time decision. So yes, again, Minnesota Wild and Bruins playing today, and as we said, Winnipeg, they play the Winnipeg Jets, and Bergeron, they have a penalty coming up here. It will be on Lowell, so Drake is going to be on the power play. Carney gets to the bench, extra attacker on, and Lowell has control. I'm kind of confused here. I thought we had a penalty, and Carney started taking it to the bench. So I guess we have no penalty here. It's now Brian Smith. Brian Smith walks in, trying to get a shot up. Another shot that was a good save by Coat. Lowell Red Raiders coming up now. And now here come Middies, and now it's Lowell. They will dump it in. And an offsides, I believe, is called. So anyway, back to Patrice Bergeron. He had a fight with the old Bruin Blake Wheeler and ended up hurting his hand in the fight. Looked like he may have punched his helmet. And he's going to be a game-to-game decision. And they just announced that he will not be playing tonight. And it looks like Dracut is going to be on the power play now, as I believe it's number 12 of the Lowell Red Raiders, Andrew Cottisfoss. I don't know if I'm saying that last name right, but I guess Dracut will be on the power play.
It's against 19, according to that.
Oh, it's 19? All right, Sean Spring was in the box. So now Jake Calorie ties it up, but wasn't able to hang on to it. Just cleared all the way out. Pat Carney playing it behind his own net, where number 23, John Grove for Dracut. He waits. He starts skating to Brian Smith, to Calorie. Calorie walks in, looks at the point of Smith. Smith's bomb goes wide. Now it's Fagan. Fagan around. Behind the net now to Fagan. Nope, Grove, my mistake. It is number 5 with Dracut. Shot into the chest was by number 5, Kyle Diaz. A nice shot into the chest and a good save by Coat with 54 seconds to go on the power play.
That was a terrible delayed penalty. Bad practice by the officials there.
Maybe it was another penalty that happened after the fact.
That's possible. It could have been delayed offside that they
Definitely.
botched.
So anyway, Jake Calorie for the face-off. He ties it up, and Drake is going to come up with it. They will dump it in. Oh, a good chance, but couldn't get to it. Now Lowell has it, and they will fire it. But Brian Smith's able to keep it. Lowell Benj was looking for a high stick there, but was not even above his waist, so Brian Smith has control. He looks, gives it to Grove. Grove's at the point. Lowell's across, I believe. To bomb, loose in front, and trying to put it home was number 5, I believe, Diaz. Nope. Yes. So now 27 seconds to go on the power play. 5:24 to go in the first period. Face off to the right. Jake Calorie tried to win it again, but he wasn't able to. But it comes out to Brian Smith, who fakes a slapper across the Grove, who shatters his stick that goes sky high into the stands. Nathan, I think you might want to go grab that. Nathan, why don't you go grab that? Okay. I'm going to take over camera. That went sky high into the stands as our cameraman, Nathan Corum, is going to go grab that. That was a Riverhawks game that probably would have been people sitting there. So very good that this did not happen in an actual game. So, face off now. Nathan, bring it up here. So face off now, won by Bourgeois, and it comes out now. Fakes it, keeps it in now. It's Bourgeois, gets it to Smith. Smith fires one, but doesn't go. And Lowell will clear it out as we are 4-4 hockey, I believe.
Thank you, Zach.
No problem. So now we are back. It is Bourgeois, fires one that was high off the high glass.
Oh, it's okay. Excuse me.
Now it's McManus. Across.
Now 11's in the box.
Brian Smith, bomb! Sky highs into the protective netting.
11-23. I want to see what they wanted to do with it.
What did they do?
They took it.
So, 4:22. We have, I believe, nope, it is 5-on-5 hockey. I apologize. It's at the point off the glass. Drake is still keeping it in here. Lowell now has control. It is number 7 now, Casey Sheehy, but lost control. Lowell still has possession. Try to play it off the high glass. He will. And McManus was able to keep it in. Nice play by McManus there. And it comes out to Sheehy. Now Lowell. Shot went wide. Well wide. Comes now to number 9, Adam Berger. Off the high glass. In front. Shot that hit something on the way and goes absolutely wide. Penalty time now is up. Shot! Into the glove of Carney. Now I don't know what's going on here. Yep, both players now out of the box. They just had to wait for. They just had to wait. So now he has his other part of the busted stick that went to the stands. So face-off tied up now. Comes out to the point, fires one, little wrister. It doesn't go far. So now Lowell still has possession. Nice move, try to get it in front, but it was a close call. But Carney poked it away to the side. Lowell has it now still at the point. Wrister, tipped maybe, but Carney finds it and gloves it with 3:12 to go. Dracut having a little trouble in their own zone here as Lowell's pounding Carney right now. So 1-0 your score here. Middies are up. Jake Calorie is in for the face-off. He ties it up and Dracut will have control. But Lowell not giving up. A back hitter! It's close, but they couldn't put it home. Dracut having trouble here. Lowell keeping it in Dracut's zone. Now it's taken away. It's number 13. Kyle Maxim walks and shoots. Scores! That's a goal! Number 13, Kyle Maxim roofed it over Patrick Coate with 2:52 to go. The Middies are up by 2 with 2:52 to go in the first. Now, that was a bad turnover by Lowell. They kept pounding, putting on so many great opportunities. Dracut defense stays strong. Turnover, looked like number 13, Kyle Maxim, was going to look across, but he took the shot and completely roofed it. So dumped in now. It is Kyle McManus for the middies. He holds it, backhands the pass. And now it's Jake Cowley who does a little chip. Play off the high glass. Comes out to Lowell, the Lowell. Now it's McManus for Dracut. Nice play off the boards. Jake Cowley has it now. Look for a long pass that was trying to connect with Kyle Maxim. Does not, and that will be an icing as both Lowell and Dracut will get fresh legs on the ice. 2:21 to go in the first. 2-0 middies. Face-off will be, I believe, at the right of Pat Carney here. And most likely Reed Bourgeois, yes, the captain for the middies, will be taking the face-off. We will see who it is against. It is against number 4, Kevin Ames for the Lowell Red Raiders. Tied up. Comes up. Ames has it. Fires one on Carney, and it comes loose, but it's number 20, Troy Thurkel, who has it. Looks for a long pass. He's able to get it to Bourgeois, who tried to get it a backhander to Smith, but now Smith has it. Little backhander, but Lowell takes over. Can he feed him? He does. Can he get there? No. A good move, but McManus almost got burned. Now it's Dracut. Oh, Bourgeois would have had a good opportunity, but loses control. So now Lowell, it's Brian Smith in the middies. He will fire it in. That goes off the boards, 146. Lowell has control. Trying to start a rush here, Dracut. Definitely putting on some pressure. Brian Smith has it in front. Shot! Saved by Patrick Coate. High off the glass and into the bench of the Red Raiders. 1:34 to go, 2-0 middies. Live here from the Songus Center in Lowell. Big time here for me and for Nathan as we get to watch it at a college level, like we would be on Nesson. We're actually sitting where Nesson would be. So very interesting that we get to play to commentate a game here. Very exciting as the puck went into the stands. Doesn't look like anyone got hurt there. And a fan will now walk over probably to grab the puck or something like that. So now middies have control. They will dump it in. Fighting forward on the boards. I see the puck and Lowell comes up with it. Lowell, an opportunity. High shot that went off the boards. Lowell has control at the point. Fires one that connected to a Lowell player, but he couldn't get a shot off. Now it's the man, Brian Smith, who has the goal tonight. He turns. Tapes it in. Smith walks across. He goes around. Coate stops. Maybe going for the wraparound, but doesn't. Try to get one in front of the puck. Skids all the way down. Pat Carney will play it. Nice pass by Carney. 43 seconds to go in the first. And a little chip in now by Jake Cowley. So Lowell is trying to regroup. Nice little pass to the boards. And it does connect. But now turned over, as Dracut will have control. Fighting for it. Brian Smith has control. Shoots off the high glass. 13 now. They got time. Lowell has possession. Hammering hit by Smith. 5 seconds now. Lowell's got to hurry up. They got 3 seconds. 2, 1. No, time ran out and he would have had a breakaway and a late shot after the buzzer. Carney had his hands up. Oh, and here we go. Some action here. And there may be some penalties assessed when we come back. Welcome back to the Songus Center here in Lowell. I am Zach Pizzano alongside Nathan Corum on camera. Well, at least for the first half of the second period anyway. We'll be switching halfway through the second period because this is a big venue and a good opportunity for us to pretend that we are like the Nesson crew and calling a real big hockey game. So it is just about the start of the second period. The Lowell Red Raiders are on the ice. The score right now is your Dracut Middies 2 and the Lowell Red Raiders nothing. And here they come. The Dracut Middies now taking on the ice. So Middies coming out firing strong, 2-0. The question is, at the end, were there any penalties assessed out at that last little shot on Carney, and then that little little scrub, or whatever, little pushing at near the middies bench, little scrap. So middies are up 2-0. A good opportunity. They got to keep their lead. Start of the second period, just underway, just about to be underway. So 10 seconds now. This Song Center is very beautiful. And just to mention, later on tonight, around 7 o'clock, the UMass Lowell Riverhawks will be playing against the Boston University Terriers. UMass Lowell is ranked in the top 10 in the entire country. They are now Division I. So the face-off now is going to be between the middies, Reed Bourgeois, and Red Raiders number 10, Thomas Hassett. And it is won and dumped in. Lowell Red Raiders have it now. It is number 4, Kevin Ames, the captain of the Lowell Red Raiders. Here they come. It's number 2, corner Barter. It's lost an edge, no penalty here. Fighting for it. Lowell has control. Looks like they're a new team on the ice now. Lowell shot off the pad, might have been tipped. Here come the middies. They will fire it all the way down. No icing, as Patrick Cott will play it. Hope I'm saying his name right, or Coat.
It's Cody.
Cody, Patrick Cody. That makes more sense. Shot! Tipped high off a middie that went into the high glass.
Our pronunciation had changed to Dracut. Phil was actually Dracut, according to Coach Welsh. Yeah.
Okay.
He told me we were doing it.
All right. Lowell coming up now. Nice little pass. Off sides, but Lowell is able to come in now. Lowell has possession now. Lowell Red Raiders dishes it off to number 2, Connor Barter. Barter, lock shot wide. Lowell firing now as they are on a power play. So that is the reason at the point. Fakes the fire, but did not do it good, and it was Jay Calorie who got away. And Brian Smith is now out of the box, but the penalty door is open. Hopefully the ref will shut that. So now, power play's up. Lowell tried to fire one in front, but doesn't go. Middies do a chip up. Stays in the arena. The ref will shut the door finally. Lowell has control. Try to get a long pass that goes all the way down. And an icing is called. 12:56 to go in the second period. I really do wish we could have a second mic to do a color, but we can clearly hear Nathan, and I'm sure you'll be able to hear me when I'm on, if I do something like that. So face off, shot by Smith that went high. McMahon is trying to keep it in, but can't. It's D to D now. Little pass up the boards, and Smith will dump it in. Nice race won there by Troy Thurkel. And now kept in by the middies. Bourgeois now. Bourgeois got hit there and taken down. And now it's Lowell Red Raiders. So now it is now number 19, Nate LaPointe, who chips it up to McManus. McManus looked for a long pass, but taken over. Brian Smith poked it away, but now it's an opportunity. Fires and gloved by Pat Carney. 12:13 to go in the second period, 2-0 middies. Both teams will get fresh legs on the ice. So face off now. Lowell keeping control in midi zone. High puck. Dracut, nice little chip up. And Dracut has control. It's number 2, Ron Patterson. Patterson comes in. He has control, goes around, looked in front, but there was no one home, only a Red Raider who will take over. And now here they come on a rush. 11:45. Now it's middies. Nice chip up the boards, fired in by number 2, Connor Barter. And a little thing going on with number 2, both number 2s, Ron Patterson and Barter. And now another hit. Very chippy game here as this rivalry goes on a long time. Red Raiders come in and take him down, and there will be a penalty. Most likely not a penalty shot. Don't even know if they do them in this league, but there was enough players back, so no penalty shot. So now a good time for Lowell to answer, as it is number 12 for the Dracut middies, Tyler Roberge. A 1:30 power play for Lowell. This is their second of the period, and Lowell will look to cut the deficit in half. Face-off won by Jake Calorie and cleared out. A good face-off win by Jake Calorie, and it is cleared out, and now it is number 10 for Lowell, Thomas Hassett, who has control. Here he comes. Hassett skates up ice. Walks all the way down. Fires a wrister, that one wide. And looks like this puck will skid all the way out. And now it's number 16, Brendan DeMarco. Brendan DeMarco walks in, look for a pass. He goes around Carney. He still has control. At the point now to Hassett. Hassett looks. He goes back to DeMarco. DeMarco. Nope. It is number 15, Benjamin Asselin. It's Hassett, I believe. Yes, it is. He holds up. Now to number 14, Brendan Asselin. Now to number 4, Kevin Ames. Is now poked away. Oh, and almost another chance for guess who? Jake Calorie. Dumped in now. It is number 5 for the middies, Kyle Diaz, who got hammered into the boards. And is cleared all the way down with 20 seconds to go on the power play for Lowell. It is now number 4, Kevin Ames, the captain of the Lowell Red Raiders, as he tries to lead his team up on a rush to cut the deficit in half. Here comes Ames. Look for a pass on number 2. I believe it was, yes, Brandon Broderick. No, Barter, Connor Barter. My mistake, folks. Penalty time now up. It is now number 19, Nate LaPointe for the middies. And now, it is now up to Kyle McManus, who holds. He looks, fires it across off the skate of Brian Smith. McManus is just having trouble connecting with the stick. It's now cleared out. McManus now lost control, is able to chip it up to Brian Smith. Brian Smith, nice move by Brian Smith. He holds. He walks across, fires, save, loose in front. Good save by Cody. Now tipped. Now it's Kyle McManus. Got the long pass to number 20, Troy Thurkel. And now it's McManus again. McManus will walk in and shoot it all the way down. Oh, nice paddle there by Cody. So now Lowell will try and start a possession, and that puck will be going all the way down for an icing. 8:58 to go in the second period. My time is almost up, sadly. I do enjoy commentating, but, you know, this is a big venue, and I want us to both have an opportunity to call from the Songs Arena here. So the deal is, if it is 7:30 when the whistle is blown, I will switch. Yeah. But if it goes under 7:30, we will go from the next whistle from there. So now the face-off, and looks like number 12, Roberge, will go down to the locker room. We will keep an eye on that, folks. Don't know if he got ejected or if he wasn't feeling well or just got injured. So we will keep a close eye on that and see if he comes back. It was number 22, Alex Fagan, looking for a pass that goes all the way down. Middies, Red Raiders have it now. Fires! Oh, almost! Now it's Ron Patterson. Look for a pass in front, but was taken over. Now it's McManus, who has control for the middies. 8:30 to go. Ron Patterson, a little chip. Oh, off the pad of Patrick Cody. It's now number 2 of the middies, Red Raiders, Connor Barter. I'm so sorry, folks. In front, shot, score! 3-0 middies from number 17, Ryan Silva. It was a nice little loose puck on front, and it was just a little floater right over Patrick Cody. Wow, a huge, huge goal as the middies are up 3-0 as if they need to make the tournament, they need 2 wins, and this is one of the wins they need to get. So face off now, controlled by the middies. It is number 23 for Dracut. Now number 20 for Dracut, Troy Thurkel. Brian Smith putting on pressure. Smith has control, walks in front, shot off the blocker and then off the high glass. Brian Smith has control. Some dead wood on the ice. Smith shot into the glove, but it's loose. Now Brian Smith. Smitty has control. Smith looks across, fires. That hit maybe the ref skate possibly. Now Mitty still have control. It's going to be loose. This is it, 7:30. This is my final time talking here until next whistle. So now it is Dracut who does a little chip in. Now here comes Ron Patterson, a shot that went, not Ron Patterson, Connor Barter. Oh my goodness. Now it's Brian Smith for the middies, coming up ice. He's going to look to connect. Brian Smith, good move, trying to get through you. And now it's Reed Bourgeois. Shoots high over the crossbar. Reed Bourgeois. Oh! Did he light him up or what? Kept in. Shot! Hit a leg. Dracut has control, but it's out of the zone. Offside is called. So now I am going to hand it over to Nathan Corum. Nathan, it's all yours.
Welcome to the Saga Center. Fine.
Do you want it?
Yeah.
Can I have headphones?
There's no splitter.
Okay. What's that?
Time's now 2 o'clock here at the Saga Center. Who's getting the position to call this game? Eric Den dumps it in. Hold on 1 second, let's get this headset on. Jay Calley trying to drop it in. It's in the glove of Cody, and he drops it down. 6:32 left in the second period here at Saga Center. Eric Den in neutral zone dumping it in. On to Cody off his pad. 6:23 left. Bringing it ahead for Lowell is Mark Belland. Into Coney's pad, and they rule, I believe, an offside. If it was offside, that was a very much delayed call. We saw an awkward delayed offside earlier in the game where Pat Coney went to the bench. Not as bad this time, but nonetheless. Oh, it's a penalty against Dracut. It's going to be against Eric Den. I don't know what the call is. They don't announce penalties in here, I guess. Face off between DeMarco for Lowell at the right dot. And Reed Bourgeois for the middies. Again, right dot of the Dracut zone to Coney's left. DeMarco wins it, but then immediately picked up by Brian Smith in his own zone. He backhands it out. 8 seconds into the penalty so far, and 1:22 left. Now it's actually down to 1:18. They dig it out behind the Lowell net. Ahead with it is Kevin Ames. Ames brought ahead and trying to get it to Barter, but then cleared out by LaPointe. Brian Smith now in his own zone. And it's gloved directly down by Tyler Doucette on the Lowell bench. No, that's a stoppage. 5:43 left in the second period. Let's get on Nathan Corum with on the camera now Zach Bozzano, and Lowell has called a timeout. I'm Nathan Corum, and yes, it is very warm in this facility, and there's some bad luck when I'm wearing something nice looking. See the team's huddling. Dracut just generally talking to the guys in the ice. Meanwhile, Lowell as a team is huddled up, and the puck is going to be, and the timeout is over, pretty much. Well, almost. 10 seconds left in the timeout. The whistle is blown at 15. Yep. Now it's over. 5:43 left in the second period. 1:01 left on Den's penalty. That was definitely called by Lowell. They're down by 3. It's 3-0 Dracut. Middies need 2 wins in the last 2 games to make the tournament. After today, they play the Neshoba Tech Vikings on Wednesday night, which could be Coach Mike Marshall's last game, depending on how they do here today. And shot save, rebound, and trying to jam out in front was Barter, but it went behind the net. Now Hassett the right point. Hassett deals down low for Asselin. Asselin down low in the right corner. Trying to deal in front. Now Ames for Asselin on the left side. Asselin trying to come on the net. Good, he's still stuck down low, battling with it. Now Asselin still has it. On the right side, up for Hassett. Hassett keeps it in the right point. Now they're in the middle of the line. Brings it to the left point. Hassett a shot. And then the stop by Pat Coney. He freezes it up with 4:52 left in the second period and 10 seconds left in Eric Den's penalty. Face-off coming between Kastifis and Calorie. Tied up and gone out of the zone quickly. Back and out was offside as Broderick didn't realize he was offside and took a shot that went over Coney. 6 seconds left in the penalty for Eric Den. I don't know if they're going to leave the penalty bench open for whatever reason. Like the penalty box door open like the other midi penalties were gone. Puck dropped. Middies get it out. Goes near Cody. And Eric Den's out of the box. He will close it. He will close the door. Now a few fans have decided to come over to the seating below us. We're in the same area that the Riverhawks radio uses, I believe, as well as Nesson. As told by via email by the head coach of the Red Raiders, Brian Occasion, that Nesson filmed from over here as Jay Calloway took a shot from the middle of the line. It stopped. Now it's John Grove on the right side, turned over. Then Lowell's going to clear it out. It's going to be icing against Lowell. 4:10 left in the second. Face-off to come on the left dot of the Lowell Red Raider zone to Cody's right. Between Hassett and Calorie. Tied up. And Calorie's got it. Looking over for Kyle Maxim, who has a goal in the game. And there was a sign saying spectators are not allowed on this side. We were told by the coach we could go over here, but I'm not sure how they're going to react to this. If there'll be any sort of reaction to this. Maybe he's looking for... I don't know what they'd be looking for over here. Maybe a staircase? I'm not sure. I can see the east stair, but the east staircase for the east entrance is on the bleacher side that everyone's supposed to be in. So... It's confusing. Anyways, ahead is Kyle Maxim on the left side. Has 2 on passes. And then shoots it. Diaz shoots it wide. Cleared up by Lowell. Icing. With 3:22 left in the second period. Most of the guys walking in the stands look like they have all Riverhawks apparel on. So maybe they work. Maybe they work with the university. Or perhaps they're students or players even. Who knows? Anyway, this is trying to get it on. Was LaPointe, but he couldn't. Almost gave it up to DeMarco, but didn't. DeMarco pressuring LaPointe in the midi defensive zone. Then eventually Garden, the left point. Now it is Brian Smith for the middies. He has a goal in the game. Smith. Above the high slot shot, glove down by Cody. 2:57 left in the second period. Faced off one. John Grove at the left point, deflected off a stick up high. Grove keeps it in via his glove. Stays in. Adam Berger, they ruled that offside. It looked like it stayed in to me, but not by much.
Yeah, I think that was in there, Nathan.
Yeah. 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 Again, the refs are human. If we were all robots, then I don't know if they would even be playing these games. But No time for concept right now. Face off between Ames and Bourgeois. Bourgeois wins it into his goalie Connie's pads. Eric Den by his own dealing over for Bourgeois. Bourgeois is going to bring it ahead, turned over. Now on that centering pass, and a stop by Connie and the shot by DeMarco. I believe the pass came, I think the pass came from Ames. And the shot was wide of the net. Now clearing it over is Troy Tokel. I was told by head coach Mike Marshall this morning that it's going to be before the game, technically in the afternoon, that we've been saying it long all year, that's actually Tokel, not Thurkel, as we've been saying all year, and as the public address announcer for Dracut games says it. Thurkel looking for Bourgeois. He gets it, Bourgeois drops to the point, it goes off. That was Kyle Diaz. Turnover! Ahead is Connor Barter. He was knocked down by Den. Now trying to get over with it is Curtis no. That's John Grove. I was about to say Alex Fagan, and then I realized it was Grove. A 3 instead of a 2 at the end. Dealing now, it's Fagan. 1:22 left in the second. Fagan out in front, looking for Bourgeois, but might have gotten on goal. Either way, it was deflected away. Now trying to clear it out is Barter. Goes around the boards and then clearing it out of the zone. The Lowell zone is Broderick. Now ahead is Barter, and a stop by Connie with the blocker. Quick change for Lowell now. They briefly had 20 men on the ice. Very briefly though, no call. As the sixth guy was trying to change Calorie, Maxim, Smith. 50 seconds left. Smith battling around with Kostifus. Tyler Kostifus. There are 2 Kostifuses on the Lowell team. Tyler and Andrew. Lots of hockey brothers in opposing teams we've encountered this year. And a few years ago, Reed Bourgeois' brother Payne was on the team. He graduated, and now he's actually the assistant coach of the Neshoba Tech Vikings. Out in front, and they jam at it. And it was a stop by Pat Connie. The shot going from Brendan DeMarco. 22.9 seconds left in the second. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these are all Riverhawks players that are in these stands. They're all wearing Riverhawks apparel. So there are lots of them. They have a game against BU at 7 o'clock. Face off 1. Now Maxim gets it out of there. In neutral zone is Tyler Doucette. Looking for Tyler Kostifus. Turned over. Trying to get ahead is Jake Calorie. Calorie on the left side, out of the point. Off a stick out in front. Ahead is Kevin Ames, the captain of the Red Raiders. A drive into the glove of Connie to end the second period. The score at the end is 2. Your Dracut Middies 3 and the Lowell Red Raiders nothing. And Nathan Coyne will be back with period number 3. Welcome back to Songa Center in Lowell as your Dracut Middies lead the Lowell Red Raiders 3-0. As about a minute away from going to the third period. In the second intermission, the arena staff turned on the big scoreboard as well as the LED ribbons that wrap around the building. And we encountered several UMass Lowell players getting ready for tonight's tilt against BU. I think I actually walked right by the head coach of the Riverhawks. Maybe it's BU's head coach, but I'm pretty sure it was the Riverhawks head coach I walked by when I tripped on some stairs. Anyways, to this game, again, the big scoreboard is now on. With 20 seconds until the puck is dropped, roughly. Probably a little longer. The goals for your Dracut Middies have come from Brian Smith, Kyle Maxim, and actually I forget who the third goal came from. As Reed Bourgeois wins the opening draw, Troy Thurkel dumps ahead, behind Cody. Immediately stopped. Eight seconds into the third. So again, this is the Middies must win today and win their final game of the regular season on Wednesday evening against the Neshoba Tech Vikings to make the Division III state tournament. Into the box is Lowell player to the box, excuse me. It's going to be Will Bazemore to the box for Lowell. As the Middies going to power play early. Brian Smith. Now it's John Grove. Now there's some Dracut Middies players in the stands. Stands below us, which are they're the only ones in the stands besides us. And then a shot by Reed Bourgeois. Wide of the net. John Grove. Now behind the net, Diaz. Bourgeois keeps it in. Bourgeois and a shot. So look at wide of the net. Kyle Diaz trying to bring it on that backhand and stopped by Cody. With 58 seconds left on the penalty to Bazemore. Huh?
How do I get the stuff off the screen?
1 second, let me just fix. It's fine, but
No, edit it out.
don't you?
I got it.
John Grove.
Do that first. That's
Brian Smith. Smith holds on to it and a shot. Stopped by Cody. He freezes it up. So 51 seconds left in the penalty. Bourgeois went it looking for Smith, but it was a little too clean. Brian Smith down low in his own zone. 40 seconds left in Bazemore's penalty. Smith ahead. I would like to note that both teams are wearing their home jerseys, and a shot by Smith! Stopped by Cody. Jake Callery. Turned over, then cleared out by Asselin. 20 seconds left in the penalty. Reed Bourgeois. John Grove. It's ahead on the right side. 13:29 left in the game. Brian Smith. And a shot off the crossbar, I think. As the penalty to Bazemore is now expired. It's John Grove in the right corner of his attacking zone, dealing with Kyle Maxim, who's behind the net. Maxim centering pass looking for Bourgeois, but just missed his stick. He goes on the skates. Cleared out by Tyler Kostafis, and it's going to be icing. Now again to the whole home jerseys. Both teams wearing their home jerseys. Except for Pat Carney, the Middies, who's wearing the away jersey. You can tell why they wouldn't want Dracut wearing the away jerseys, because of how similar they are. By the way, Lowell's away jersey is is like a crimson red, sort of similar to what their helmets and pants are, as was sticked away by Cody. RJ Patterson. Now, this is DeMarco bringing it out. No icing as it's Connor Barter for Lowell. McMahon is trying to get it out for the Middies. 12:37 left as it's deflected wide by Ames. The individuals are now dumped into the Dracut defensive zone, then eventually cleared out by Dracut for an icing with 12:23 left in the game. High school hockey in Massachusetts. Periods are 15 minutes, and there's no overtime except in the tournament. In the state tournament, which is Little Sage. I actually saw an article relayed by MassHighSchoolHockey.com. It was initially a article coming from another website suggesting that Massachusetts Interscholastic Athletic Association add a 5-minute sudden death overtime, which I would like the idea. I would love to call them overtime at some point. You can keep the tie after that if you need to, but because shootouts are meh. You can use them to if you really need it, but not in the regular season. I don't think they should do that. Just do a 5-minute sudden death. Then save the shootouts for like the ICLS Tony. It's now behind the net. Now that is Fagan on the left side. My roster just fell, but luckily I have extra copies right next to me, so not much of a big deal. Den dumps it in. Now in the corner of his own zone, that was Tyler Doucette Almost gave it right up. Fagan keeps it alive. Then Lowell's got it. It's Tyler Costifus behind his own net. Throwing out, turnover. Diaz looking for Calorie. But couldn't. And then slammed out off a pillar of the glass. And that's a stoppage. 11:09 left. Bourgeois against Hassett. Right dot of the Lowell zone to the left of Cody. One then Hassett trying to get it ahead for Lowell. But second has been zone turnover. Brian Smith out in front and a stop by Cody. On the shot by Bourgeois.
That was a good save.
Yeah, it was, Zach. Definitely a strong save. 10:59 to go. Partial change for Lowell. And that may actually have been a completion of an earlier change they tried to get off, as it's Bourgeois against Hass in the left dot. Tied up into Cody for a freeze. Except with 10:56 to go. Bourgeois wins it. The point. Smith. Shot wide of the net. Bourgeois. And down low in the right corner. Has the puck. Now Lowell tries to bring it in, but couldn't. Brian Smith for Dracut in the neutral zone. Backhands it in. Behind Cody. Then Tokel and Bazemore hit. Now ahead with it for Lowell is Connor Bardo on the left side. Bardo brings it ahead. Bardo in tight. On the right side. Turnover. John Grove gets it out of his defensive zone with 10:10 left. Grove dumps it ahead. Wide at Cody. Now Smith hits Tyler Costifus. And trickles to the neutral zone into the Drake defensive zone for an icing against Lowell. 9:56 left here. Coming in left dot face off between Patterson and Hassett. Lowell defensive zone. Tied up, then kicked ahead. And on the rush is I believe Andrew Costifus. Thomas Hassett gloved by Pat Coney. 9:42 left. So coming left out of the Dracut zone. Patterson and Ames. Now it's McManus dumping it around in his own zone. Eric Den trying to get out. He rolls. Now Den trying to bring it ahead. McManus finding his own net out in front for. That was a chance for Lowell. But now Adam Berger dumps it into the Dracut attacking zone, Lowell defensive zone. 19 left out in front. Berger trying to put it home but couldn't. Adam Berger down low in the right corner. Now in the left corner, centering pass. But Patterson can get the shot away now. Now ahead is Connor Bardo. Him and Berger fall down. Some sort of collision. Hassett dumps it in. While two Lowell players are still in. So it's going to be laid offside as Dracut brings it ahead. This is Kyle McManus. McManus, high slot, off the skate. McManus trying to throw it out in front, but deflected behind the net. You can see a Songa Center staff were trying to set up I believe they're setting up the goal light. But Dracut's been playing very well in this game. Again, 3-goal lead, all of them before the halfway point of this game, though. UMass Lowell players have arrived here in the past half an hour or so for their tilt against BU at 7 o'clock. Bringing is Thomas Hassett, 2-on-1. Hassett passes out in front! Went wider than that, I believe. Maybe off of Coney. Now Callie trying to get it out. He'll get it out successfully, but quickly slapped back in by Brendan Broderick. Now Nate LaPointe starting off on his own net, backhanding it ahead. Catches Kyle Maxim with a goal, feeding Jake Calorie, 3-on-2. Calorie on the right side, passes, goes out of the zone, and Thomas Hassett to it! And he's knocked off nicely by Nate LaPointe. Now Calorie trying to set it in for Dracut, and Thomas Hassett trying to do the same for Lowell. Bardo trying to set it out in front. Now Bazemore at the right point. Dumping it ahead, and picked up by Alex Fagan for Dracut. Behind his own net, 7:37 left. And behind the Dracut net still, Fagan trying to set it up, but then picked up by Andrew Kostafis out in front. And a stop by Coney. The net was dislodged. 7:26 left. And I believe Dracut has called timeout. Either that or it's a full change of some sort. Face off between Bourgeois and Ames. The two captains, and Bourgeois ties up and wins it for Brian Smith ahead. Smith, 7:20 to go. Smith, high slot with a wristo. He scores! Brian Smith! And the Middies are up by 4.
That's Smitty's second of the game.
Yep, his second of this game. He is the first goal. Now he is the 4th goal.
That was a nice shot by Smitty there.
Yeah, high slot, strong wrist shot to put him ahead by 4. Bourgeois and Ames tied up, and Smith ahead again. Smith on the left side. Down low and a shot off the side of the cage. Bourgeois out in front, backhanded high over the net. Now it's down low in left corner, Brian Smith. Smith, Bourgeois, it can be Thokel. Thokel a shot, and eventually gloved down by Cody. 6:51 to play. And teams are going to change out. Full change for Lowell, and it looks like either Dracut is doing a partial change, or they've already completed the change. And I think it's Norm Bazin, the head coach of the West Lowell Riverhawks, walking down the stands. That face-off was a tie-up. .6:42 to play. McMahon is trying to bring it ahead. Dumped into the Lowell defensive zone, 6:32 to go. And Silva trying to get it in front. And then, yeah, it was Silva who got the 3rd goal, I believe. Hassett sends it ahead. Looking for DeMarco. And it's dumped in. Now the Middies trying to bring it ahead. Puck trickles into the attacking zone. 6 minutes left exactly in this one. And it was Adam Berger for O.J. Patterson who dumps it in. 5:46 left. And now for Lowell, Nicholas Mandeville sending it ahead. Jake Calorie brought ahead, looking via Kyle Diaz for Kyle Maxim. And a backhander with Cody a bit out of his crease, went wide of the net. 5:24 left. Behind Coney. Nate LaPointe starts off for Dracut. Through neutral zone, feeding him for Jake Calorie. Calorie, turnover. And now ahead is Casey Sheehy. Dumps it in behind Coney. 5:01 left. It's a battle down to the right corner Both teams trying to get out. Needs to get out. Head is Kyle Maxim. Maxim. Then picked up by Lowell. This is Kevin Ames for Lowell. Tapping it ahead. Looking for Connor Barter. Now drop for Casey Sheehy and a shot. Over net. Alex Soriano turned over. Then turned over again as it went off the body of McManus. That was Calorie. Now Calorie falls down as he tried to bring it ahead. And now this is Kyle Diaz, a shot. Stopped. And then Smith sent, I believe, Hassett into his own net. It was not Hassett they sent in, it was Tyler Doucette. Bourgeois and Andrew Kostifus, and Kostifus wins it, brought ahead, 4:06 left. And icing against Lowell. 4:05 left. Face-off to come back in the Lowell defensive zone. Bourgeois against Hassett. I guess was on the ice. Bourgeois wins it. Smith a shot and it's pads off. Rebound. They score! Troy Duquel. It's 5-0 Dracut with 4:03 left. The middies are running the Red Raiders out of their own barn. Adam Berger brings it ahead. On to Cody, who freezes it up. 3:56 left, and we have the punches being thrown by, I believe, Brendan Broderick toward RJ Patterson. No agrees and penalties for this. That gets the crowd going here. See Austin Chauncey and two other Dracut players. I actually think one of them is former midi Jack Brown, who was a senior last year.
That was a very aggressive punching.
Yeah. Again, a few of the middies in the stands. Did you see him leaving?
Yeah, he went right and sat down to the locker room. He's
Yep.
coming back.
That player got kicked out of the game. Pretty sure that was Brendan Broderick who was removed.
Goal scored by number 20, Troy Thurkel, assist by number 710.
And some applause coming over here. It's going to be RJ Patterson for the middies against Kevin Ames for the Red Raiders. In the face-off dot, right side, and we have a goaltending change. Coming out is Patrick Cody, and coming in is Austin Savard. And coming out of and another Dracut changing goalies too. Out of the game is Pat Coney. Coming in is Ryan Hardy for Dracut. And the middies to a major penalty power play. 4 minutes left in the penalty, 3:56 left in the game, so they will be honest for the rest of the game, barring for the penalties as Adam Berger's in. They jam at it, and Savard with the save there. Both coaches decided, why the heck not give the starting goaltenders the last minutes of the last 3:56 of the game off. Now it's down to 3:51.
We will be trying to get an interview with Coach.
Yeah. Just so we might be conducting an interview with Coach Marshall of the middies after the game. We might, depends on timing as of how fast we can get down there, but this is a convincing win by the middies. We're getting in Lowell is a team in the range of .200, but Dracut needed a game like this, needed a statement game, a big win. Just what they needed. After tying Wayland 1-1 this past Wednesday evening. Face-off is Andrew Katsifis against RJ Patterson. And now it's Alec Vella turned over. This is Barter, a shot and a stop by Hardy. 3:24 left. Dumping it in Andrew Some turnover for Alex Soriano, a senior for Dracut. He splits the side between Volley City and JV. 3:13 left in the penalty and the game. Actually, 4 more seconds on the penalty, but it'll expire with time left. RJ Patterson around the net. Battling with Connor Barter. Barter gets it, getting out of it. They want to score a goal just in the last home game of the year, I believe. Alex Soriano for the Middies behind his own net. Soriano for Silva. Silva deals over for Alex Vela. Alex Vela, I believe, is how it's said. Anyways, it goes off the stick of Savard. 2:37 left. Got out by Andrew Castifis. Now dumping it in was Alex Soriano. Stick on the ice as Alex Bogosian tried to throw it on. Now it's behind the net. Battling between Perry and Bogosian as it's sent out in front looking for Dan Warner. Alex Soriano. Now tapped over for Alex Bogosian. Then Soriano. Down for Bogosian. Passed out in front. Looking for Warner. Couldn't. Now Warner is sending it wide of the net. Bogosian, a shot. Went wide of the net. Some players you rarely see on the ice for Dracut are now on the ice. It's Alex Bogosian, Dan Warner, Brendan DiCamillo, and a few others. DiCamillo. Throw it out, and off Alec Vela. Vela sends it ahead for Patterson, but Patterson adjusting his mask. 1:25 left in this convincing midi win. Now this is Alec Vela ahead. Pat Coney and Ryan Hardy gonna split. Most likely gonna split a shutout, unless Lowell scores in the next 104. Now this is for Lowell. Tyler Lucette feeding ahead for Thomas Hassett. Hassett leading scorer for Lowell. Hassett waits. 45 seconds to go. Hassett dumps it in to the Dracut defensive zone with 40 left. 37 to go. Soriano looking ahead. And Berger was offside. .8 seconds left in this one. Cleared out by Bazemore. 20 left. Now bringing it ahead is Vela. His shot was wide. And then Savard dealt with the stick. 12 to go. In this convincing midi win as it's sent wide of the net by Soriano. 6 to go. 5 left. The seconds tick down, and the Middies are 1 win away from the state tournament as they beat Lowell 5-0 in a convincing win. They go for a group hug with Ryan Hardy. A 5-0 win with the goals coming from Brian Smith twice, Kyle Maxim, Troy Turkel, and Ryan Silva. I'm Nathan Cornwell with Zach Mazzano on camera for the second half of the game. We could be doing a coach interview. If we don't, have a good day. We'll show you the handshakes first.
All right, guys, I'm here with head coach Mike Marshall. So, Mike, you guys were coming into this game at Songs Arena. How would you guys try and get into this game and win?
Well, Lowell's been an arch rival for the 24 years I've been here, so even though they're a little down this year, they play real well, they coach real well, and they tied us earlier in the year, so we didn't take them for granted. We knew we had to come in and play well.
So you won this game. You're now one win away from going to the tournament. How are your boys going to have to play against Neshoba Tech to win the game?
We're going to have to do the same thing we did today. We're going to have to forecheck, play good position, and give 100% effort. Nothing else will work. We got to go out swinging.
And finally, so last season, how do you feel working with this team here for all these years you've been in your last season? So how do you feel about this organization?
I just love it. They're great people here, great hockey players. More than that, they're good people. And they've worked hard, every team I've had. This team in particular, we've been in the hole for the last 2 weeks, and we haven't been able to lose, and we haven't. So we had to go on a nice little run. We need one more to get in, and then anything can happen in the tournament.
Well, again, thank you very much, head coach Mike Marshall here. Hopefully, we will see you in the tournament.
Thank you.
Have a good one.